I watch Dr. Phil every day, and I'm well aware of catfishers out there. The show has totally helped me understand the pattern of the way catfishers are. It is so surreal that I am now going to be on a show about catfishing with Dr. Phil. In my heart of hearts, I believe Thomas is real. He said he'd be home at the end of the month, and he was paying me back every penny with interest. But I told him I'm not interested in the interest.
I hope 10 grand is the final straw.
After about 4 or 5 weeks talking to Thomas, we had a situation and he needed $10,000.
I didn't know till after the fact that my mom sent Thomas money. She does not have the financial means to just give money away.
He also asked for gift cards.
What is this?
These are all the cards that I sent.
She would scratch off the back of them and send him pictures for him to use.
He is still asking for gift cards. Thomas was using them for manuals for the transmission.
I found out they were for Match.com subscriptions.
After a few more weeks, he asked if I could spare some more money to send him. I said I was sorry. I cannot send him any more money. He said that was fine. Because he continued talking to me, I knew he was not catfishing.
When she stopped sending him money, he started just taking longer and longer to respond to her texts. He started going as long as 10 days, and most recently it was 19 days before she heard from him. When he finally texted her back, she was just so emotional and crying. She thought she was never gonna hear from him again.
If I could choose between him or the money, I would definitely want to be with him.
Okay, so you say that you knew he was real because when you said, I can't send you any more money, he didn't stop communicating with you.
He never got angry, never got upset. That's okay, we'll work it out. It's not a problem.
You were talking 2-3 times a day, right? Communicating 2-3 times a day?
Yes.
Yeah. And then when you said, I can't send you any more money, it went from 2 or 3 times a day to as long as 19 days.
The 19 days was only the very last time.
Well,
before that,
but
yes.
come on, now, okay, come on. You were 2 or 3 times a day and you said no more money, and then things started stretching out.
We were 2 or 3 times a day for quite a while, but then especially when he had to go to the Gulf of Mexico, the servers were down, they had to rebuild the server. After a while, he no longer could call at all, he said, but he can still text when the servers were up and running.
Here's a text exchange, March 10th. And things had really slowed down because of servers and satellite phones and problems, according to you. But things had really slowed down.
Correct.
So on March 10th, Karen says, I miss you. Could you please let me know if you're not going to communicate with me anymore? So you said that because things had slowed down so much.
And now it's over 2 weeks, I think, or something.
Yeah,
this is recent.
You said that you trusted him because when you said no more money, he kept contacting you.
Yes.
But it had slowed down so much that you send this text message.
Correct.
That says, I miss you. Could you let me know if you're not going to communicate with him more?
Right.
I could send you another $10,000. Now, it's been 2 weeks since you heard from him. That's a yes or no question. That's not an essay question.
Yes, it was 2 weeks since she heard from him at that point.
You just said it had been 2 weeks, right?
Yes, but I said that hoping he would
reply,
get back to me.
You think?
Because of the money, yeah.
So,
sorry.
So you haven't heard from him since February. It's been 2 weeks, so on March 10th, you say, am I ever going to hear from you again?
Correct.
I could send you another 10,000.
Correct.
So you throw some bait out there,
yes.
And all of a sudden, March 11th, the very next day, servers gets fixed, satellites get fixed, satellite phones start working.
I'll give you that.
And he says, honey, are you not getting my messages?
I'll give you that. That's the way I felt.
You dangle 10 grand and all of a sudden, satellites are linking up all over the universe.
Okay.
Things are working. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.